Hello students, this is Ms. Dalton, and this section is on the different sampling types in statistical studies. The learning target is that you will identify the type of sampling method used for specific situations. So take a moment and copy down the different types of sampling. We have simple random sampling, which is any sampling method that gives each member of the population an equal chance of being selected for the sample. A systematic sample chooses every nth student from the list. For example, if I had a list of 100 students and I was choosing every third student, this would be an example of a systematic sample. Convenience sampling, also known as grab sampling or accidental sampling or opportunity sampling, is a type of non-probability sampling that involves the sample being drawn from that part of the population that is close to hand. So, for example, if you were trying to do a study of people at lunch and you decided to just ask the people that sit at your table, that is an example of convenience sampling. This type of sampling does not give a true representation of the population. Stratified random sample is dividing a group and then taking a simple random sample from each list. So stratified, I think of you divide it into groups and then you randomly choose from those groups. Cluster sample, you divide the population into groups, clusters, then you randomly select a certain number of clusters, or certain number of the clusters, and then you take a census of each individual in that selected cluster. This video is a really good example of each of the different types of sampling. So I'm going to have this linked on our calendar, and so make sure after this video you watch this video. Or you might want to pause this video right now and watch it and then come back to this. Okay, we're going to go through some different examples and see if you can pick what type of sample these are. To conduct a pre-election opinion poll on a proposed amendment to the state constitution, a random sample of 10 telephone prefixes, the first 3 digits of the phone number, was selected, and all households from the phone prefixes selected were called. The key to this one is that we are choosing a random sample of 10 telephone prefixes. So this is an example of simple random sampling. To conduct a study on depression among the elderly, a sample of 30 patients in one nursing home was used. Because we're only looking at one nursing home here and we just chose 30 patients, this is not going to be a true representation of the population because we're really just looking at that one nursing home. And so this would be an example of convenience sampling. To maintain quality control in a brewery, every 20th bottle of root beer coming off the production line was open and tested. So we're talking about every 20th bottle. This is going to be considered systematic. Systematic is where we choose a specific number, and we're going to choose every every 5th, every 7th, something like that. So you're going to see that in the problem. Subscribers to the magazine Sound Alive were assigned numbers. Then a sample of 30 subscribers was selected by using a random number table. The subscribers in the sample were invited to rate new headphones for a "What do subscribers think" column. And so since this is a randomly chosen sample of 30 subscribers, this is going to be another simple random sample. To judge the appeal of a proposed television sitcom, a random sample of 10 people from each of 3 different age categories was selected, and those chosen were asked to rate a pilot show. This is an example of stratified. When I think of stratified, I think of like a column of people. And so we've got 3 different age categories. And so, you might have age, 0 to 25, maybe 26 to 50, and then 51 and on. And so we're dividing it into groups, and then now we're going to randomly choose people from that group. So this is, again, stratified. Okay, for these next couple of examples, let's look at whether it is random or biased. A sample was constructed to determine which sport is the most popular in Arizona. 100 randomly selected people standing outside Chase Field, which is the Diamondbacks field, were asked, what sport is your favorite? Was this sample random or biased? This is going to be considered biased. Obviously, if they're standing outside the Diamondbacks field, they probably are a little biased on what their favorite sport is. Last one, a sample was constructed to determine which movie was going to receive the most revenue at a particular movie theater. Every 10th person entering the theater was asked, what movie are you planning to watch? Was this sample random or biased, and why? This is an example of random because we're asking every 10th person, so it would be systematic. All right, this is your assignment for this section, so if you will answer these questions in Moodle, and please let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to watch that video over the different types of sampling. It'll make it a lot clearer.